Hi everyone, just Lee again here, and what I want to talk about in this video is how the universe props things for you, ready for everywhere you go. And whatever you're thinking about in life, or whatever you think about buying, for example, like Christmas presents, etc., you'll notice as you're out and about, if your eyes are open, that these things will be put right in front of you whenever you need to get them. Okay, and most people are oblivious to this because they're not looking at what's right in front of them. But if you look at what's right in front of you, you'll notice that whatever you've been thinking about in the last, say, 2 weeks, it'll just appear there right in front of you. I'll give you an example of this. So the other day I was in a local department store and I was buying a few things, and then there was a big long queue, so I waited in the queue to get served because of the lockdown. And while I was in this queue, everything on the shelf next to us was things that I've been thinking about, and they were just put there for me to just pick them up. The queue went down, there's another thing I wanted, I picked it up. The queue went down, on the left there was another thing I wanted, so I picked that up. Everything I'd been thinking about over the last 2 weeks was just there, put right in front of us without any effort at all. I didn't even have to go out and buy these things or look for them. They were just put there. And because my eyes were open to see these things, I just picked them up there, and then I had everything I wanted. Okay. The same thing's just happened there. I've just been in a local supermarket, and there's one thing I've been thinking about, like a Christmas present for someone. And as I was walking out, for some reason my eyes just turned to this direction, and there it was. Exactly what I wanted. Just there waiting to be picked up. So I think the universe, whatever you think about, okay, will manifest, and the universe props them ready for wherever you go. And wherever you go, it's there. You've just got to open your eyes and see it. Like wherever you are right now, if you look around, okay, and really open your eyes and look around, you'll see that something you've been thinking about over the last, say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, will be there, showing itself in some form or another. And the more I see this, the more I become accustomed to it, the more it happens. Now, some might argue this is just me looking at coincidences and thinking that they're real. But before I kind of familiarize myself with this, the less this happened, okay? Unless it was happening, I just didn't see it. But lately it's just happening more and more, and it's becoming easier and easier. And it's getting to a point now where anything I want or need in life, if I stop trying, okay, if I stop trying to get it, it just shows itself right in front of us, and it just comes to me instead of me going to it. And in many cases, if you try and go to it, it actually stops or blocks the flow of it coming to you. Now, the secret to this is you haven't got to be bored of life, okay? Because let's face it, a lot of people go out and spend money and they buy all these things because they're bored of life. But if you just appreciate everything in life, okay, go out and just be happy with just getting a coffee and just sitting there, just watching the world go by. Try and stay on that positive momentum. Just try and follow your greatest joy all the time. That's when it happens, okay? But when you're not happy in life and you're trying too hard, that's when it disrupts the flow. Because everything just sinks, okay? When you're happy in life, everything just sinks, and everything that you've ever wanted comes to you, to the extent of even massive things like the perfect car you always wanted will eventually come to you. The perfect house will eventually come to you. But you've got to be in that positive momentum, and you've got to have a positive attitude about life, and you've got to look at the positives instead of the negatives, because the negatives create instances and create that blockage that stops everything flowing to you. Now, this is easier said than done, okay? This took me years to get to this point. Years and years of depression, years and years of thinking negative thoughts, years and years of beating myself up in my head because I wanted things and I thought I couldn't get them. But eventually, okay, when you stop trying so hard, when you just think, do you know what, sod it, I'm just going to enjoy life, I don't care anymore. When you stop caring, that's when it all comes, it all flows to you. It's as if it's been set up to do that, because one of your lessons in life is to stop caring and just accept. The law of acceptance is one of the biggest things in this life. And those who have not mastered this law, you'll see they're always struggling, okay? They'll always have a problem with something because they're not accepting. Once you accept everything in life, that's when everything will just flow to you, and life will start to become what you want it to be, and it will become all these things that you can accept because that's what you want, and there'll be nothing left that you won't accept anymore. And this is very interesting, guys, because this is basically a lot of spiritual teachers have told this, maybe in a slightly different way to me before, but it's a very, very hard thing to grasp, and it's a very, very hard thing for most people to do, because it's very hard to just relax and accept everything if you're not happy with something in your life, okay? It's a very hard thing to do. So I don't know whether this is a stage you have to reach eventually, or somebody can do this straight away just by giving up, basically. You need to give up on trying so hard to get what you want in life. You need to just give up and just think, do you know what, like, this is not making us happy. Because when I used to try all the time and I used to be unhappy with life, I used to constantly beat myself up. It wasn't a happy state to be in, no matter what I had physically, okay? I used to save up to buy the car I wanted, and eventually I'd get that car, and then a year later that car would just, like, it wouldn't even be a joy anymore, it would just be took for granted. And this is what happens, you see. So eventually you have to give up that, and you have to just appreciate everything there is to appreciate. Even when you eat some food, you have to just fully taste the food. Think about who brought the food to you. Think about all the process the food went through to get to you. Appreciate life in that way, no matter how much money you've got, okay? A lot of the times people with very little money are more happy with people with a lot of money, because they've learned to appreciate, okay? Because when you've got nothing, there's nothing left to lose. All there is what you can appreciate. So if you can get to this stage without losing everything, okay, just learn to accept and appreciate everything anyway, that's when everything will flow, and your life will become a lot happier, and everything you ever wanted will come to you anyway, because the universe will set it up in ways which you wouldn't even imagine could happen, okay? Things will just start appearing in front of you. Opportunities will just come to you. You'll walk out down the street and somebody will come over and start talking to you who knows something about what one of your greatest desires is, and they'll just tell you about it, and then the opportunity will come. You'll be walking down the street or in a shop, and you'll walk around the corner, and that thing you've always wanted will be there at a discounted price, and you just have to pick it up and just take it to the counter because it's there, it's being brought to you, and the universe has made it very, very easy for you to possess, okay? Like, this is how reality's working, guys. And the more you do this, the more you get accustomed to this, and the more you just take it that the fact that it's all just going to come to you, and appreciate everything, the more it will happen. And that's my rant over, guys. I just wanted to share that with you today, guys, because I'm having a good day today. I'm in a good mood. We all have ups and downs, but what happens is, when you're in a good mood and you focus on positive, more positive things happen, as you know. But yeah, what do you think about that, guys? Please leave your comments. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.